Hey guys, what is up? Sam or Scorpiola here, and today we're going to be talking about some brand new Warzone information regarding the next chapter of the storyline, the new antagonist who is going to come with it, and the brand new map that we'll be releasing in just a few months' time. Not going to waste any of your time, we're just going to jump right into it. I want to give a big shout out to Keycodes over on Twitter, who has provided me with 5 codes to give away to you guys that will unlock some unique in-game items inside a Black Ops Cold War. Each code will either unlock you a weapon charm, an animated emblem, or a sick calling card. As I say, I'll leave a link to keycodes down below, along with the redemption link for these codes. Make sure to try them all, see if they've not been taken yet, and yeah, let's get into the video. Warzone concluded its Modern Warfare storyline last week with the release of the final intel drop, which brought with it an ending cutscene which saw Price put an end to Zakhaev's plot and introduce the character of John Soap McTavish to the new rebooted universe. This now opens up the doors for a new Black Ops storyline in Warzone, which is seemingly going to revolve around hunting down Perseus in modern day, as following the ending of Cold War's campaign, even although his plan was stopped, Perseus was never captured, so it's very clear the hunt is still very much on. Cold War's campaign explained that Perseus was never an individual, but instead a ring of undercover Cold War Soviet spies, all of which were using the Perseus codename. So by 2020, a whole new group of Russians will have likely taken up this mantle, and it's extremely likely that Viktor Zakhaev was one of them. As was revealed by the Warzone intel, Zakhaev took Frank Woods as a prisoner in modern day, so it's very clear that he was familiar with Woods' team and their role in stopping Perseus' plot in 1981. This combined with his father's strong links to the Perseus group, it's very clear Viktor was in some way involved with them. Perseus' original plan in the Cold War campaign was to steal and launch American-made missiles against foreign countries. In turn, the US would then be blamed for this. While in modern day, Zakhaev in Modern Warfare intended to increase tensions between Russia and the West while stealing and attempting to launch nuclear missiles out of Bunker 10. So it's very clear that Zakhaev was attempting to replicate Perseus' failed plot. Earlier in the year, during the Pawn Takes Pawn Easter egg, Treyarch introduced us to the character of William Bowman. This is the son of Ice Cube's character Joseph Bowman from the original Black Ops. In modern day 2020, William Bowman is trying to hunt down Perseus as he was responsible for his father's death. In this live-action trailer, Bowman kidnaps and interrogates CIA agent Bruce Harris, who was meant to have died in Black Ops 1, however clearly didn't. He believed that he was Perseus and therefore responsible for his father's death. Harris crushed these suspicions, handing him a bag of his father's old army possessions, and that is where we last saw William Bowman, so he is going to play a major role in hunting down Perseus in the upcoming chapter of the Warzone storyline. In terms of who will take up the mantle of the next Perseus, it's unclear exactly who they will use, as the Warzone storyline will continue to take place in modern day, to allow both Cold War and modern day weaponry to be used in game. Modern Warfare villains may have previously seemed off limits for a Black Ops story, however with limited options available and both franchises now taking place in one universe, with Zakhaev having appeared in Black Ops Cold War's campaign, they may in fact involve characters like Shepard or Makarov. The only real Black Ops character option they could use would be Raul Menendez from Black Ops 2. However, with that game taking place in 2025, 5 years after Modern Warfare, the options with his character are fairly limited without decanonizing Black Ops 2. A biography for Viktor Zakhaev released earlier in the year teased Viktor was in fact the middle child of Imram Zakhaev's 3 male children, making it extremely possible for one of the remaining siblings to be used as a future antagonist. In the original Modern Warfare timeline, Vladimir Makarov was the main antagonist of the trilogy, and he had a close bond with Imram Zakhaev, having considered him a mentor and a father figure. The new rebooted universe may adapt this to make Makarov an actual child of Zakhaev. Captain Price's attempted assassination of his father Imran and his successful kill of his brother Viktor may pressure Makarov to finish what his father started, just as Viktor was trying to do. And with General Shepard not really having any links with the Russians, I think that makes Makarov the obvious candidate for the modern day Perseus. Additionally, the Modern Warfare campaign did set up General Shepard as a possible villain, with the ending cutscene confirming his existence within in this world. I find it more likely that they will save him to use as a villain for the sequel campaign next year to mirror his role as the villain of the second installment of the original trilogy. As we already know, the next Warzone map releasing in March is going to take place in the Ural Mountains of Russia. Rebirth Island recently tied Nova 6 into the storyline of Warzone, and the Ural Mountains have significant links to Steiner and the Nova 6 project, so it's very likely that Nova 6 will in some way be involved with Perseus' next plot. I'm also almost certain they're going to reveal that the gas which closes in within Verdansk and the other Warzone maps will in fact be Nova 6, as was fairly obvious from the start. It makes sense that they'd want to wait for this new map to come out to switch focus over to some Black Ops lore, even although Verdansk's intel did include some nods to the Black Ops world with mentions of Adler and Perseus in the Cold War. The new Rebirth Island map makes some really good times all round, and it's a big departure on what we're used to from the classic Verdansk experience, as it's much smaller and a bit faster paced, with significantly less players. Despite this, Rebirth really isn't the new Warzone experience people were waiting for, as many players expected Cold War Warzone to fully say goodbye to the Verdansk map and bring in a huge new Black Ops themed map, but that just hasn't been the case, at least for now, as it seems like another map is on the way much sooner than we thought. It seems as if this remake of Black Ops 4's Blackout Alcatraz map was largely made as a simple and fun piece of content made to tide players over until the next main map was ready to release in 2021. The next Warzone map, as we discussed, will be based on locations from Treyarch's universe, however this time will be set in the Ural Mountains of Russia, focusing on some more Black Ops themed lore elements, with leaks saying it's likely to release in March. But as always, take that with a grain of salt, especially with COVID still around, delays do happen. However, a release around the 1 year mark from the original launch of Warzone would make a lot of sense. It's likely Verdansk would go away for a while and then probably come back around the time Modern Warfare 2 comes back in the October-November kind of time of the year. Just like how Modern Warfare's Verdansk map used sections of the Ground War 32v32 multiplayer maps, Black Ops Cold War is going to do the same kind of system, instead using the Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps. So far 2 of these maps have been released, including Ruka set in this forest, and Alpine set in these winter snowy ski slopes, and the third of these maps, Sanatorium, is set to release in early to mid-January during Season 1. All of these maps are actually set within different areas of the Ural region of Russia, which kinda confirms this leak about the Russian set map. This is proven by the game files actually, because all of these Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps are prefixed with WZ_, confirming they are intended for use within the Warzone mode. A major leak published by YouTuber Exclusive Ace prior to launch confirmed some huge details of this new Warzone map, including a list of all the major points of interest locations known so far and giving an idea of their general position on the map. The map I'm showing on screen here is a little concept thrown together by myself based on the description given of the map's points of interest and their locations. So this list, as you can see on screen here, includes mines, a chemical lab in a swampy area, the Alpine ski slopes with a weather station, the Duga radio array from the campaign's ending, a small city, a zoo, a lake, the sanatorium, and lastly Battery. This is the only location we don't really know anything about. While the name implies some kind of energy plant, some have also speculated this could in fact be Ruka, as that map features multiple missile silos and it's possible it may be referencing artillery batteries. Obviously the image you're seeing is entirely conceptual, entirely made by myself, and it's simply the best I could throw together from the leaked descriptions we have. Some details did have to be guessed and modified a little bit, but you can assume this is roughly what it is going to look like. As of the time this leak was originally written, which was a couple of months prior to launch, we didn't even know it was called Black Ops Cold War at the time, the map was slightly smaller than the Verdansk Warzone map, but with much more open space, something we definitely see within the Fireteam mode, as those maps are all extremely open. However, they're far from small, so it's possible they won't be using the entirety of these maps and will instead take sections of these maps. If not, this map is going to be absolutely huge. Something we saw last year with Modern Warfare was from outside of the map you could see the entirety of Verdansk, including the other Ground War maps, even although you couldn't go into and explore it. This isn't something we've actually seen with Fireteam. You can only see the area we're meant to be playing on, so it's possible that at the time these Fireteam maps were made, the rest of the Warzone map wasn't in fact ready. Fans of Modern Warfare's engine don't need to worry, as it seems that despite this new Black Ops map coming to the game, Raven, the team who actually developed Warzone, yes, it's not Infinity Ward and it's not Treyarch, it's Raven Software, they do still intend to keep the Battle Royale on the same Modern Warfare engine, instead of shifting over to Cold Wars. Most players would agree that the Modern Warfare engine does in fact look and run quite a bit better than Cold Wars, so this is going to be a relief to many. And with that guys, that's going to wrap up this dive into what essentially is the entire future of Warzone as we know it so far. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to drop a like to show your support. Leave a comment down below letting me know if you're excited for what's to come. I know I am. I'm really loving the whole idea of this mashup of the Modern Warfare and the Black Ops universes. Let me know in the comments as well who you think the next Perseus is going to be, and make sure to subscribe for more Call of Duty content. I'm also over on TikTok now at ScorpioloYT, so make sure to check that out, and yeah, I'll see you on more Call of Duty content. Bye!